Wednesday, February the 2nd, and Happy Chinese New Year to everybody. Also to you, but you are not showing that you have any Chinese inclination for celebration at all.
I'm a hidden Chinese, not out of the closet Chinese.
You're still following the news because all news remains hot despite the holiday. People are worried about Kun Veera Somkwamkit and Kun Ratri after they were sentenced to 8 and 6 years respectively. It seems that a lot of people are concerned that they might stay in jail for a long time.
Yeah, now it's looking like that. It's going to be a prolonged battle between the two countries now, at least a legal battle. It's obvious that the two defendants will lodge an appeal, which could rule out immediate pardon by the Cambodian government.
Yes, because if you confess, then you can seek pardon.
Yes.
But if you appeal, it means you fight the case. And that means that the possibility of a pardon is
you have
gone.
In that case, you have to wait until the case is concluded, which means that, okay, if the Supreme Court of Cambodia said, okay, this is final, this is the final ruling, only then will you be able to seek a pardon.
Which is going to take a long time.
It's going to take a long time.
But the PAD has demanded that the government take them back in 3 days.
3 days. It's not
How do you do it?
It's an impossible demand. It's not up to us to decide when or for how many days to keep them in jail. It's up to the Cambodian government.
So what is the government doing about it? I think the foreign minister is going to see his counterpart in Cambodia.
Well, he's on a trip to Cambodia tomorrow, but it's not on this mission. It initially had nothing to do at all with this issue. He was scheduled to be there in Cambodia to chair a joint commission whose meeting was planned for a long time already. So he was hoping to meet the two defendants, and he hopefully could meet some senior officials who can have a conversation or have a dialogue with him. It's not certain yet.
So, but even if he meets Hon Nam Hong, even if he raises the subject, and Hon Nam Hong will tell him that there's nothing much we can do,
right?
Because this is part of the judicial process.
That's the Cambodian always say that, and we know who will have the final say, Richard. But the man who should have the final say on this, Hun Sen,
yes,
he has been very quiet for a long time.
Yeah.
We remember he just said something only a few days after the arrest. He said that, what kind of observation were you doing on my territory? and then he said that I cannot do anything to help them. They have to go through the legal process of Cambodia. That's all he said. And we haven't heard from Hun Sen ever since. Okay, he says one more thing. He said that he got a lot of missed calls from Thailand. And that's it.
That means he's not answering the phone.
Yes.
Even if it's from Apisit Vechachiwa.
We haven't heard that they have any hotlines or any secret conversation between us.
But I thought they were saying when they last met, Apisit and Hun Sen, that they exchanged the PIN numbers of the
right, and people that at that time we were talking about the two leaders. They already have established some kind of a hotline. But it's really surprising how that kind of renewed relationship has not worked out in this particular case.
What surprises me more is that despite the border situation, the temple issue, the flag and everything, the two leaders have not raised the possibility of a meeting, a summit meeting to settle all these issues.
Right.
Because they let all these daily reports about possible clashes on the border. You cannot allow that to happen.
Right. It's very surprising. Especially after all they have been talking about, the renewed warming of relationship between the two countries and all that stuff, but it did not seem to materialize at all.
Well, I think Hun Sen believes that he has the upper hand now, and he has no reason why he should talk until his mission is accomplished, and that is that Thailand will be pressured not to raise objection to the committee, World Heritage Committee on Khao Pravihan.
He has the upper hand now, and from what he's seeing is that the Thai government is not playing a proactive role in this case at all. They will send a letter to the Cambodian government maybe tomorrow, emphasizing that the two defendants did not have any intention to encroach on Cambodian territory. That's all the government is planning to do. No proactive engagement. It's only a passive engagement.
Well, our sympathy and our hearts go to Kun Veera and Kun Ratri. We hope that somehow the sentence will be shortened and that they could come home as soon as possible.